puppies are wolfing.
It's warm already. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I truly believe you're meant to be here, so hit that subscribe. Hubby's running today. Say hey, hubby.
Hey, hubby.
I am heading out on an hour 15 run. Of course, always a little later than expected. It's 10:05. It's inching up on the 80 degrees now, so it's gonna be a warm one. Got the ice water, brought some nerds. Worried about my belly, probably over worried, but we'll see how it goes. I got hour 15, should be between 6 and 7 miles because it's only 3 by 6 minutes, so 18 minutes worth of zone 4. So somewhere between 6 and 7 miles because the rest is zone 2. I'll check in throughout. All right, I got 3 minutes of recovery. Those 2 first pushes were pretty hard. Yeah, but we're getting it. 1 more to go. All right, I'll have to go a little over my time, but I'm gonna hit that 7 mile mark probably within 2 minutes of 1:15, depending how I pick it up now. Just let my heart calm for a minute. Woo, and taking advantage of this very little shade we have. I got it in 7 miles in 1 hour, 14 minutes, 40 seconds. So pretty proud of that. I thought I was going to go over the hour 15. I did push mile 5 to 6. It ended up being like 10:48 mile, I think, which is my border of zone 2 is right around that 10:40. So it was pushing that zone 2 a little high, but then I did the last mile. I had 11:20 to 11:30 to do it left. So that's what I was kind of aiming for, to kind of really cool down that last mile. Well, speaking of cool down, it is insanely getting warm. Hold on, I'll make sure this doesn't fall out of my ear. It's getting quite warm, and if we went out even a half hour later, that would have been miserable. So there is a nice breeze that just hit me, and this woman's yard is so pretty. It's got a bunch of plants, so it smells really good. Yeah, go home and get a bunch of water in me because I'm thirsty. I got a bunch left in this Camelback that I'm going to try to finish off before home. Okay, probably not finish off because that would probably make me puke, but I'm going to drink a lot of it. I'll check in with you in a little bit. Okay, it's Monday. That means let's do our week in review. Let's talk about the workouts we did last week, pertaining to now being 15 weeks out. So 15 weeks out as of Sunday, from race day. This is what training's looking like. It's officially ramp up. So what that means is from now until 12 weeks from now, 13 weeks from now, we will be doing hard workouts, and they're going to get harder progressively, longer and harder. So for now, last week, not so much. I didn't get that great of sleep last week. It's something with my HRV being off. So I kept on going into this strained status on Garmin, and then back to, I was at peaking at one point, but mostly back to productive after I got my workout in. So whatever's going on with my HRV, I think it's just that I'm not getting enough sleep. So we'll keep working on that because that's important. That sleep is important. Let's talk about the workouts we did last week. So last week we did a pool swim on Monday. That was the only swim I got in last week. I am back and forth about incorporating a third swim. I changed my settings on TriDot and they haven't thrown in a third swim yet. So I don't know if they are closer to race day or if I'm going to just stick with these 2 swims a week. I'll see how I'm feeling. Right now, going to the pool is a chore. It's not the swimming part that I don't like. It's the going to the pool part. What's great is on Friday nights, hubby and I make a plan and we go out to a different pool and we get our swim on there. So that's not as much of a chore, but every other time is a chore to go to this pool. You know, there's multiple showers to be had. There's all of the equipment. There's the people at the pool. There's some awesome ones and some not so awesome ones. So I'm okay with only getting 2 in a week, but because last week was a holiday week, I ended up not getting that second one in, but we got a pool swim in. And then on Monday, I just got a slow mile run in from my streak. On Tuesday, we went out on an easy run. They still had me kind of on recovery for from the race. So like I did an easy, a lot of things. But I did an easy run on Tuesday. It was 47 minutes. I went for the 4 miles. So we will be getting our runs in first thing in the morning coming up, because some of these I've been pushing out, and we got 100-degree days coming. So there's that. We got 5x5 intervals, 5x5 intervals on the bike we did on Tuesday. Those were pretty killer. I think they were zone 4 for 5 minutes, and I ended up with 18 miles. Getting back to it, they definitely hurt. So it's been a lot of easy rides since before race day even. So getting back to it is definitely tough. We got another easy run we did on Wednesday. Normally that's our hard run or our intervals that we do on Wednesdays. But it was an easy hour 10. I got 5.71 miles in. That's when we had the not so much fun with our stomach. I was going to go for 6 miles that day, no matter what. And my stomach was not having it. You can go back and look at that blog, but it was the worst stomach issue I've had. I've had one right after a race. It was right after a ultra Spartan race, and I may have let a little out in my pants, if you know what I mean. But I was dirty. So, and it wasn't like a whole lot. I barely made it home and had to clean the bathroom after. I know, TMI for some, but for me, you're going to hear it from me, because we're working on these stomach issues. I'm going to start journaling what I'm eating, what my training's looking, what time, how hot I was, all of that, what I was feeling, exactly what I ate. So that way I can look back the days before and see what I ate. And that way, if it happens again, I could see it and compare. I do track through MyFitnessPal, my food, but it doesn't let you like kind of search that way, not like athletic wise. If someone knows an app that does it, let me know. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, I was still feeling tired from that run and what my body did during that run. I was supposed to do an easy ride. I skipped out on it and just went out for a mile run. It led to I had a good sleep score that night, so that was good. I got that rest in. Sometimes you just need to listen to your body and do what your body needs. So Friday, I also got an easy run in, 35 minutes, just went after the 3 miles. Oh, I did that one at sunset. It was so beautiful. I think I did that one at sunset. Let me see if it has a time on here. Yeah, I remember, because hubby was thinking about running, and then he was like, no, I'm still not feeling it. Because he's recovering from being sick a couple weeks ago, or like a week and a half ago. He just got off his dosage of antibiotics and steroids. So yeah, that was a beautiful sunset run. I didn't want to come inside. The temperature that day, it was only like 75 at sunset, but looking at sunsets now coming up this week, it's going to be 90 even at sunset. So we are going to try to get all our runs in the morning. Saturday, July 5th, we got a long ride in. It's starting to go up. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes on the bike, and it was supposed to be a 20-minute runoff, but I went for 2 miles. I like to just get that 2 miles in there off the bike, because that's where you should start getting into your groove afterwards. So, and eventually my goal is for the 2 miles to be 20 minutes. So right now it's taking about 24. So between 23 and 24. This one took 24 because I kept my heart rate low during that. So yeah, we're up to 220 rides. I think they add 25 minutes every week now until Ironman for biking. So we won't have anything under 3 hours until they have a couple that they twinkle in for a little bit of recovery week, but that's during test week to see how fast I've been getting. I think we'll have July and August of tests, and then none in September because it's too close to the race. But yeah, we're ramping up on those rides. It's trying to get my seat figured out and being used to being in the saddle. Other than that, like I only had a couple pushes during that run. It wasn't anything crazy. We'll see coming up the 3 hours and stuff. I know it's going to get long. And then yesterday, Sunday, I did my long run threshold repeats. So starting to ramp up now on actually doing some workouts. We did 3 by 6 minutes in zone 4. I ended up getting 7 miles in an hour 15. So I'm super, super proud of that. It was under under 11-minute pace then, right? Yeah, because it would be an hour 17 for 11 minutes. So it was a 10:41 pace for 7 miles. It was just is awesome because most of that was zone 2. So I'm super stoked about that because my goal is right around that 9:50 to 10-minute pace for my marathon after the Ironman. Maybe even better. We shall see. So that's what our week looked like. Like I said, it was still a recovery week, so I'm not going to do like all my numbers added up. I said I am going to start journaling, and every day then when I journal, this is going to be my fitness journal. I need to start doing mental journal too, but every day when I journal, I will start adding up. So when I do these weekly recaps, I can get those totals to you because they're going to be fun from here on out. I do have a lot of vlogging from my Sunday. So I'm going to give you that here. And I had a little bit before this, and this is your nightly, daily, whenever you're watching this reminder. Yes, you freaking can. Don't let your I want to's turn into I can'ts. I love you. I'll check in with you soon. Okay, if you don't like feet, you may want to skip ahead a minute in this video, but I'm about to show you the status of what my feet look like right now. All of this was blister about a week and a half ago. So I'm going to work on, it's pulling up my callus. So I'm slowly working on getting this cleaned up. I'm doing that with, I got a bunch of tools that I do that with. Don't mind all the salt everywhere. That's from pouring salt into my bath. All right, that might not look a whole lot better to you, but I got rid of a bunch of skin around here, and I used a little grinder thing down there to kind of get that. We'll keep working on it. I'm hoping I can get rid of this whole callus because I think that will help diminish any kind of blisters that I get up on the bottom of my foot. I only get them because of this callusing. Oh yeah, look at my sexy booties.